races that the medals will not be available today, but they can be picked up at the Arcadia Invitational. So if you are in the slowest of the 3 races on either boys cross-talk or on boys varsity, you will be picking up those at the Arcadia Invitational. I will be ordering replacement medals for those because we had no idea how many people would show up for this meet when I had to turn in that medal order 2 months ago.
So Noonan and Hunter both representing Dana Hills coming across at 4:53 for that mile in Heat 1 Division 3. So right now, again, these are unofficial, but right now the way it sits, West Torrance would be that 16th squad to advance. They take 6th place here in Heat 3, but the overall fastest team time, and Mission Viejo holds on to that 5th spot, thus securing themselves a spot on the line for next week's Division 3 Southern Section Finals.
And now moving to Division 3 on the boys. We have 4 heats, though, on the boys' side. That means we go back to 4 teams qualifying. There's nobody making it by team time, so the top 4 teams, individuals have to be in the top 6. And leading us through the switchbacks is our defending state champion, both defending state champion in Division 3 in cross country and defending state champ at 3,200 meters on the track, Evan Noonan. His teammate Oliver Hunter right with him. They were 4:53 at the mile. Eli Ahten and Alaya Rojas of Simi Valley, they were together at 4:56 at the mile. Then Bill Callanan of San Marcos, Coffin of Irvine, Souther, and Osorio of Canyon Country were in 7th and 8th. Chikami of Pacifica, Ina and Himsel of Hart round out the top 11 as they make their way now. Just about to descend. Here we go on that descent, 800 meters down to the crossover. At the mile mark, Hart was in control at 43. Canyon of Canyon Country second at 68. San Marcos 92. Dana Hills 106. Pacifica Garden Grove at 112. Roland 165. And Santiago of Garden Grove at 171. And Noonan and Oliver cruising on that downhill on the east side of the stadium here. Just about to come into the alley, heading to the crossover. And if we mentioned Noonan is the defending state champ and Dana Hill's the defending team state champions in Division 3. They set a state meet record last year at 77-23 up at Woodward Park. And of course the Southern Section champions and the South Coast League champions last year. Noonan was the South Coast League individual champion for the third year in a row this year. Hunter finished third in that race. Ahten coming on there, as we can see, from Hart, Callanan of San Marcos, and Rojas of Simi Valley. And they go through the crossover at 8:20 at the crossover. Rojas trying to bridge that gap, a little bit of a gap there, back to Ahten and Callanan. And the Canyon boys moving up well. The Hart boys and Canyon both running well. And both out of the Foothill League. In our second boys division race scheduled to begin in just a couple minutes. They're lined up and ready to go. We're on the backstretch heading to the 2-mile mark for Noonan and Hunter, the teammates from Dana Hills. Welcome our Division II schools that will be running next. Just a reminder, coaches, as you get here, the athletes do need to get to the clerk of the course 15 minutes prior to the start of their race. Clerk of the course is on the practice track at the northwest end. They need to be race ready. That means uniform top on, uniform bottom, sweats off, and of course the correct bib. Make sure you match up the bib with the right kid as they go through there for the 3200. And Noonan and Hunter go by right at 10:20. So a fair pace certainly. Rojas of Simi Valley 10 seconds back at 10:30. Souther of Canyon has moved up well. He was 4 seconds behind Rojas, and 2 seconds behind Souther was Ahten of Hart. And then Himsil of Hart at 10:43, Osorio of Canyon 10:44, Ana of Hart and Lopez of Hart come through at 10:45 in 8th and 9th. Chikami of Pacifica and his teammate Inanoski come by at 10:45 and 10:49. Hart is the first school with 5 runners across the 2-mile mark. And now Noonan and Hunter starting to make their way up the second big hill, Reservoir Hill. When they get to the top of the hill, they've got about 1,000 meters to the finish. Rojas makes that turn, that big U-turn, and starts up the hill in third. And over the top of the hill now. That is our leader, Hunter and Noonan. They go over. They have just about 1,000 meters to go. And looking at that team score at 2 miles now. Remember, we're in a 4-heat division, so now we're only qualifying 4 teams out of each heat. So the 4 teams right now would be Hart at 36, Dana Hills at 78, Canyon at 82, and San Marcos with the 4th spot at 97 right now. Santiago at 131, Pacific at 137. They're in 5th and 6th. So there is no team time to qualify, just 4 by place. Individuals have to finish in the top 6 to move on to next Saturday's championship. And that's a great reminder. Come back next Saturday, see one of the greatest meets in the country, the Southern Section Finals. We'll crown our top 5 boys teams and girls teams in each division and qualify 70 teams for the state meet, 35 on the girls' side and 35 on the boys' side, all next Saturday. And they'll all move up the following Thanksgiving weekend up to Fresno for the California State meet. And if you want to challenge yourself one more time on the Mount Sac course and you really do miss poop out and want to bring that back in, you can run the original full 5,000 meters the week after the state meet here in the Foot Locker Western Regional. That's the qualifier for the Foot Locker National Championships right here. There are about 1,800 athletes that have registered already. The first 2,500 that register get a free Hoka backpack. So you might want to do that and pick up that backpack and get to run poop out again. Into the gauntlet, just cruising down on a Saturday morning. Here comes Noonan and Hunter. They've been together the entire way and they've got a substantial lead. Rojas comes into the gauntlet in second, Souther in third. Rojas looking to move on as an individual, have to finish in that top 6. Souther, he's got his team right with him. They can qualify along with Dana Hills and Hart onto the track. Here they come. Noonan, our defending state champion. And right behind him his teammate Hunter. And Souther now of Canyon moving up well into third. Rojas comfortably in fourth. And coming down the stretch, Dana Hills, the defending state champions in this division, defending Southern Section champions, and Noonan and Hunter will run about as easy 15:31 as you'll see. Souther with a very nice finish here coming home. Owen Souther of Canyon Country with a nice finish. The junior is going to run under 15:45, going to be right at 44. Rojas is going to make it as an individual. Here he comes, Elijah Rojas of Simi Valley, and Ahten of Hart. He goes under 16. And here come the second and third runners for Hart.
Hi, my name is Evan Noonan. I'm a senior at Dana Hills High School.
I'm Oliver Hunter. I go to Dana Hills, and I'm a junior.
I just wanted to run with Oliver, if I'm being honest. The two of us really seemed like we got out well. I thought someone else was behind me, but I turned around and looked, it was Oliver, so backed off so that he could catch up, and then we just ran the whole rest of the thing together. Definitely a good day, but mentality was to survive in advance. I mean, really, Oliver and I are here just to move on, and we're hoping that we can bring our team with us, so we're hoping to do the best we can here in order to show them a positive result next week. First mile was definitely just get out. I made sure that I didn't trip on anyone or get anyone's way or anything like that. Made sure that I was comfortable kind of in my own space. Halfway through the first mile, I found Oliver. We caught up together, and then end of the first mile, just get through that hill. The next 2 miles were just push the uphills, honestly. That's where I feel like he can make the biggest gap, and especially pushing the downhills out isn't necessarily smart. We saw that if we could just push the uphills, make a gap, then we wouldn't have to work as hard the rest of the other spots. After we passed 2 miles, we had a decent gap, the people behind us, so we just made sure to get in, again, push Reservoir Hill, careful on the downhill, and then just get through here and finish out the race.
First mile, I just wanted to stay in the front. I knew Evan was farther in front. I just wanted to stay close to him. And then I did see him look back and slow down, so I knew at that point we were gonna run together. Our coaches kept on telling us the gap. No one was that close to us. I wasn't too worried. I really wanted to get second because it'd be qualifying for an individual and also would help the team.
I would definitely say it's easier, I think, because Poop Out was probably the worst hill, and I think that getting rid of it, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it definitely makes days like today a lot easier. So I think that definitely helped us just coming through and cruising today. Mentality is just the same thing. Go out there and do my best for my team. Whatever that is, then that's whatever goes. I'm assuming it's the same for Oliver. We really want our team to make it to state, and we want to go kind of together as a group. So I think that if we're able to achieve that together, it'd be a lot better than maybe the two of us going on our own.
Thanks for watching HD Runners.
And Hart, they qualify their first team with 5 across. In fact, have all 7 of their runners across now. 7 runners in the top 18. Back to Eat 1, Canyon of Canyon Country and Santiago of Garden Grove. Those are the 3 schools now joined by San Marcos with 4 across the finish. And Hart, they qualify their first team with 5 across. In fact, have all 7 of their runners across now. 7 runners in the top 18.